In these words, we're changing the long vowel sound to a short vowel sound when we extend these words. So the base word is child, and it changes to children. Wild changes to wilderness. Sign changes to signature. South, we're changing to southern. And school, we're changing to scholarly. Now, so you know that before an LD or an ND, the I may make its long vowel sound, but when we're adding to these words, we're changing it back to its short vowel sound. Sign, we've got a silent G in there because that word comes from the word signal, and we first had the word signal, and then when they needed the word sign, it was too hard to pronounce that G, so they made it silent. Southern, you've got the ER on the end there, and school, that CH is making a K sound, like in Christmas, and there's quite a few words where the CH can make a K sound, as in schedule, and there's a number. So let's go back and look at what these words mean. So child means a young human being. Children just means more than one child. Wild means untamed. The wilderness is a wild region. A sign is a clue or a symbol to warn us or tell us of something. A signature is when you write your name on a document to prove that it has your approval. South is a point on a compass. Southern means towards the south. And a school is an educational institution. And someone who is scholarly is someone who likes learning. In these words, we've got the long I sound shortening to a short it sound in child, children, wild, wilderness, sign, signature. Here with the long owl sound in south is changing to a short ut sound in southern. And school, we've got the school ooh sound there changing to an ot sound, scholarly here, scholarly. So it's changing to a short ot sound. In this section, you have to write the word that matches these meanings, and the list words up here will be the words that you're choosing from. Here you've got to write the antonym for each of these given words, which means find the word that means the opposite to these. Here you're just simply filling in the gap using these list words to complete these sentences. Then down the bottom, you're finishing off these common sayings by using a list word. And then the very bottom of the page, you're completing these common word pairs by adding a list word to the given word. So in this set of words, we're looking at the long vowel changing to a short vowel when we extend the word. So this is called syllabic laxing, and this is when a base word containing a long vowel sound changes to a short vowel sound when we add an extension. So child, we know that before an LD and an ND, the I can make its long sound I, but when we add children, when we change it to children, it changes into a it. So it goes from long I to a short it sound. The same happens with wild, because we've got that LD after the I once again, but when we change it to wilderness, the I changes to a short it. So sign, you've got the long I sound, but when we write signature, we go to a short it. Owl, we've got the long owl sound, but once again, when we go to southern, when we add a suffix to it, it changes to a short ut sound. Same with school, you've got the ooh sound, which is a long sound, and it changes to a short ot sound in scholarly. So just be aware of those tricks in those words. So this section, you have to make new words and use them in a sentence. So it's quite easy to do. Now down here, you're going to fill in the gap. So you're writing the base word, then you're identifying what the long sound is in each of those words. Then you're writing the word extension, as you've seen in the list above. And does it change to a short vowel sound? Yes or no there. So use both the base word and its extension in a sentence. So you're using type and typical in a sentence, site and situation, crime and criminal. Today's day 4 is on idioms, and idioms are a group of words that don't mean what they seem to say. it makes you picture something strange that doesn't make sense. You have to look for clues to figure out what these words mean. So as an example, we've got, a cat's got your tongue. So no, a cat doesn't have your tongue. What we're really saying is it's directed at anyone who is quiet when they're expected to speak. Now, idioms appear a lot in books over many, many years, and they're finding that a lot of students aren't comprehending what they're reading because we don't use idioms so much in our everyday language. But you still need to know what they mean, because otherwise you're not going to understand what the book is or the author of the book is trying to tell you. And they're not going to rewrite books and take out the idioms. So they are a literary style. So fill in the meaning and use the idiom in a sentence. Highlight the idiom. Make sure you have your ducks in a row. Seems to me mean that you have a mother duck with her little ducklings behind her, but no, that's not quite what it means. You've got to write down what it really means here. So you can work through those examples. You may need to discuss them as a group because someone in the group may be able to help you if you haven't heard these used in general conversation in the past, or read them and understood their meaning from a book.